Hi everyone, it's Alice. So today I'm back for a new video. It's my May book haul. I have 7 books to show you. So the first one is The Handmaid's Tale, by Margaret Atwood. So I have read a few books by Atwood and I really enjoyed them. So I really wanted to try this one and see if I was going to like it or not. I've seen many people comment on this book, so they either loved it or really hated it. So I've started this one, let's be honest. I'm about halfway through and so far I really like it. So it's kind of a dystopian world. So how can I explain that? People are kind of categorized by function. So you have women to serve, women to cook, women who are wives, and women to breed. So we're following Offred. She's a handmaid and she is a breeder. So basically in this world most women are barren, so it's very hard to have kids, and so that's why they kind of categorizing people into these functions, and it's the same with men too. So she's living in a family for about a year or 2 years, I think, and she's supposed to give them a child, so a husband and a wife, and she will be the one to have the child, and then the child will belong to the family, and then she can just go to the next family. So I won't say more because I haven't read it completely, but I really enjoy it at the moment. So the next one is Everything Here is Beautiful by Mira T. Lee. So this one I've already heard a lot about and I really wanted to read it because I've only heard beautiful things about this book, and I think it could be a book I really enjoy, so let's hope. So it's the story of 2 sisters, so Miranda and Lucia, and they are very different in characters, but they are very close, I think. And then their mother dies, so one of the sisters is going to try and help the other sister, who has a bit of a mental breakdown, and yeah, I don't really know much more than that, but I think that's enough for me. I think it could be a very interesting story, and I really like stories with about family and loss as usual and this type of thing, so yeah, I really hope I will like it. And this one is a beautiful cover too. So the third book I wanted to tell you about is Sadness is a White Bird by Muriel Rothman Zecher. I'm not sure how to pronounce this, sorry. And yeah, so basically we follow the story of Jonathan, I think, who's a young Jewish man, and he's going to make friend with Palestinian people. So I think it treats of what's happening at the moment and what has been happening for years now in Israel, and lots of conflicts, and I think it could be another beautiful book too, and it treats of very important questions because anyway, I don't want this to become political, or I don't really have any opinions on it, but I think it's interesting to think about it, and a novel is good for that type of questions because it can kind of take a bit of distance on what's happening, I think. So we'll see what's happening with this one. Then we have the 4th book, so Call Me By Your Name by André Aciman. So I don't know if he's French. I think he's living in New York, but it could be French, or maybe it's just a French name. But anyway, so this book has been recommended by one of my best friends. I don't usually read romance. Like I can, it's not that I don't like them, it's just that it's not my favorite type of things. I really enjoy when you have like a book and you have a romance in it, but when it's not, when it's not a romance in itself, like when it has other things to offer. She has seen the movie, so that's why we have the new cover with the movie characters. She adored it, so she decided to read it, and well, she thought the movie was better, but I thought, oh well, I'll try and see the movie first because she said it was better, and then read the book. So yeah, well, hopefully it'll be good. And yeah, doesn't look like it's a very long book anyway, so yeah, I'm really excited about this one too. Then we have the 5th book. this book I have been waiting for a while because I really loved the first book of this author, and I just wanted to read the second one, and I think it's not even a month old. I think it was published on the 4th of April. I'm not sure, the 6th, anyway, beginning of April. And it's The Gloaming by Kirsty Logan. So that is just an amazing cover. I don't know if you can really see, but I love it. I think it's one of my favorite in these books, and they all have beautiful covers, I think, but beautiful. So I'm just going to read you the blurb because it's a bit hard for me to explain. Mara's Island is one of stories and magic, but every story ends in the same way. She will finish her days on the cliff, turned to stone and gazing out at the horizon like all the islanders before her. Mara's parents, a boxer and a ballerina, chose this enchanted place as a refuge for the turbulence of their previous lives. They wanted to bring up their children somewhere special and safe, but the island and the sea don't care what people want, and when they claim a prize from her family, Mara's world unravels. It takes the arrival of Pearl, mysterious and irresistible, to light a spark in Mara again and allow her to consider a different story for herself. So I thought it could be beautiful. I really love the writing style of Kirsty Logan, so I'm hoping I love this one. And then we have 2 more books, or that's what you would think. But I've done something silly and stupid, because it's just me and I do this type of things all the time. So when I was ordering on the book depository, I thought, oh, I really want to read The Hazelwood by Melissa Halbert. So then I saw 2 copies on there. This one was the cheapest one. So I thought, oh well, I'll just take the cheapest one because, you know, I'm already ordering quite a lot of books, so let's just try and make this less expensive. But what must have happened is that I clicked on the other edition first, which is this one, which is beautiful but more expensive. When you're trying to make, you know, things less expensive, you just buy twice the same book, and then one of them is the very expensive one you didn't even want to buy. Well, I'm really happy in the end because this one is just like, it's beautiful. If you look at, oh, oops. It's just, yeah, I love it. This one's very nice too, but it's just, you know, not as nice, I think. Anyway, so I don't know what I'm going to do with my 2 copies. I'm probably going to keep this one now. And maybe I'll give the other one, if I love the book, to someone else. Or I'll keep it for myself, I don't know. So now, what does it talk about? So that's the story of Alice and her mum. They're living together. And Alice's grandmother is a famous fairy tale writer, if I'm not wrong. And when her grandmother dies, things start to change, and basically everything that the stories that were in her fairy tales start to become true. So, and then Alice's mother disappears, so she has to try and find her back. And well, I really love fairy tale stories, so I was really excited about that book. I've heard some very great things about it, and yeah, I think basically everybody loved it that I know of, or they really liked it anyway. So here you go. So as I said, I've already started to read one of the books, which is The Handmaid's Tale. So yeah, I'll try and finish this one quickly, but it's a bit of it takes a bit of time, because you might think like this is a short book, but then you open the book and the writing is tiny. Like, really, seriously? Look at this, this is tiny. Anyway, it's taking me more time than I thought it would. But yeah, and today I have been to the book festival in my town. So basically it's all book for $2.50 or children's book for $1. So that was great. I bought 10 books. I could have done more, but I thought, oh yeah, you know, you've already spent a bit of money this month on books, so let's try and be reasonable. And yeah, I'll present that in another video. And well, that's it for me, and I'm hoping to finish all of this by the end of this month, and if not, well, too bad. See you soon!